Dogra versus Phenom will happen in the next round.
Yep.
That will be to make top 8. But we're going to move on to another one now. And wow, this is a classic if there has ever been a classic.
Yes, that's
Fuudo
right.
versus Itazan. These are two training partners going back to Virtua Fighter 10,000 years ago when they were both gods in that game.
They're both gods. That's right. Yeah. Wasn't Itazan like the student of Fuudo or something like that?
I think it was the opposite, but
was it the opposite?
I'm no
Okay.
VF pro, my man.
It was one of them, but one of them just kind of blew. It was probably. I think you're right. I think it was Fuudo who was the student.
I believe it
yeah.
was. But they played each other in SF4. Of course, they're close buddies, close training partners, so they know each other extremely well. And they've had big sets in Street Fighter 4. They have had the same in Street Fighter 5, and now they have another one here. This is again in Winner's side. Winner will play against Problem X.
Fuudo, such a reactionary player, just so good with whiff punishing. One of the first Mikas I've seen, kind of with the counter hit confirms, really cleaned up, and just the whiff punishing.
And this looks just like it was in SF4 with Fei Long, right?
Yeah.
He's such a safe, slow player. Even with a character like Mika, he doesn't feel like he needs to overextend. And I expect all these rounds to go the distance. We're going to be here until one of them gets started. We're going to be here.
I mean, that's what happens when you play against someone for so long, too. You kind of really know each other's tendencies up close, so you really, every move you make just matters that much more, and here comes Itabashi.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's something you don't often see. You don't often see the wake-up down strong. You don't often see the short knees to miss it.
Oh, Katu have been ready for that, but still.
That actually worked out for Itazan because he was hit, and now Fuudo gets a chance. Where's the pressure? What's it going to be? He's got another one. He's got another one. What's it gonna be? Either way.
It takes one more. No.
Why would you do it?
He was turning the butter. Dave, you said last time Itabashi was on stream, we were talking about how he is not afraid to turn the butter.
No.
And that definitely can cost him in a lot of situations. But he was, I think, regardless of what happened, he was committed to that super.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think that's something he had thought about beforehand. He just said, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. No matter what happens, it's coming out.
Right. Well, Fuudo had the right call. Fuudo tends to get the better of Itazan when they play in tournament.
Yeah. Look at this patience here. Crouch short against the stand strong from Zangief.
It's so explosive of a matchup either way that you just can't let yourself get got first. That's really, I think, what this is about. Both wanting to take up space.
Oh, he was just trying to go for some form of absorption there, but
they both have strong anti-airs. They both have pretty good footsie buttons.
Oh, look at these short exchanges, but here you go. Fuudo gets the confirm. Yeah, backs off. I like it. He just wants to keep his life lead. Like you said, just he knows how explosive Itabashi is as well.
Will he pressure? He does, but lightly and no big deal.
The V trigger.
Activation.
Yeah, right now Fuudo can't press any buttons in neutral or he could get pulled in.
Will he pressure? He tries one and backs off. Again, I love that. If you have the big life lead, there's not much reason to go in at the moment.
Yeah, look at this.
And it's very rare that Fuudo lets himself get hung. Okay, Itazan makes the first big bet. If he can find a hit here, he can actually take this. Hold on, one more. Again, either way.
Can he do one more here? Pulls him in, V reverse.
Fuudo life lead, 9 seconds, 8 seconds.
Oh,
he got it!
He just got it!
Can he back off? Can he back off? Can he do this? I don't know, actually.
No,
I don't know if he can do it.
In, and he got it.
Hold on!
Oh,
it's not fast enough!
Oh, Fuudo should have gone for the other command throw. Could have been just enough time there.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Maybe he was just going for the range.
Wow. Like I said, I really think all these rounds are going to go the distance.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be a grinder.
But this is the beauty of this match here. It's just going to be a neutral war.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That actually has an anti-air.
It's a very interesting matchup because you know on both sides that if you guess wrong, you're just going to be in major trouble, so you can't take those big bets.
Comes Fuudo with a little bit of pressure. V reverse out. Nice, yeah, that's going to kind of dodge Nadeshko there.
And back to the neutral. Now that Itazan has the life lead, he can more easily play just an individual hit, doesn't need to make his way in. He's just a wall. You see that down jab is really what the wall is.
Every crouch short from Fuudo actually counts for so much. Taking it slow.
Yeah, there's no reason to rush. Plenty of time on the clock. But Fuudo does have to find something at some point, and whether it's a whiff punish or just a sudden movement, it doesn't come.
Yeah. Good stuff. You know, I'm actually very surprised that Fuudo didn't try to go for maybe like an EX Flying Peach or some form of whiff punish from a far range, because
Yeah, we did see that in round 1 when there was a stand fierce.
Yes,
and you
that's
whiff
right.
punished it.
It's doable against the stand fierce,
Right.
against the stand strong as well. A little harder for sure. But
you could see what Itazan was doing, right? It was just down jab, down jab.
Exactly.
You can't whiff punish that. You're just taking a big guess.
Exactly.
If you're
You cannot.
Fuudo. So nice work to Itazan, and now that it's a life lead for Fuudo, it's on Itazan to come in. This is the kind of matchup where just having any pixel of a life lead
exactly.
forces the other person to come in. Neither one is really a chip character. They can't chip from afar, so they have to be in close to do their damage.
Great use of the V skill there for Itabashi, just in the right range to absorb.
Looking for something again is Itazan.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice movement.
Yeah, Itazan was getting a little too kind of antsy there.
Yeah, and evasion from Fuudo made it work. So this is the reverse. Remember last time it was on Itazan to just be the wall. Fuudo was trying to get in. Now Fuudo is the wall.
Oh wow, just goes for the grab. I thought he was gonna maybe fly to the other side.
Yeah, I suspected the same, but no. And there's the whip punish on the fierce. Got the hit. Gonna do it. It is. That's the round. So I love Fuudo's wall game. That's I think been one of the strongest wall games of anybody throughout the last iterations of Street Fighter.
Such good reaction too. That was the first time that Itabashi went for the standing fierce in a long time, and the first time he did it, he was ready. Fuudo was just absolutely ready for it.
Error for sure. And any errors in this matchup is tough to get back from.
Yeah, backing up. Look at this, just right outside that crouch jab range for Fuudo, and it gets kind of dashes in.
Sudden movement. He needs something, but again, plenty of time on the clock. Yeah. No need to go nuts yet.
A lot of meter to work with. Okay.
Wow, Fuudo is so risky. He's maybe.
No way. I think he got him. Yes, he did.
Okay, all right. And now he's got the trigger too. So if he can find a hit here, was it fierce? Yes, and he was trying to hit confirm it. But certainly, if Itazan finds the next big hit, he's gonna go right into the trigger.
Here comes Nadeshko. He's gonna block it. Nice view reverse. I like it.
Okay, so he'd rather just play safely.
Yeah, he's not gonna go for the trigger at all.
Look at that range. Fuudo, he's so comfortable at such an unusual spot.
That should do it. It is 1-1 now, tying it up.
he plays at that range where it's like just outside of Zangief down jab range.
It is.
Just
yes.
outside right there.
Yeah.
It's closer than many people are comfortable playing. But that's where her anti-airs work best. That's where whiff punishes work best.
Exactly.
And so even though you look at it and you feel uncomfortable for him, that's where he feels comfortable.
Because the one time Itabashi does want to throw out another normal to get a bit of range, Fuudo's ready for it. He's ready with the whiff punish. And that must be so frustrating to play against, right?
Yes.
It's like almost as if you're playing against like a bot of some sort. But yeah, like you said, there you go. There's that crouch jab range. Right under. Oh.
Again, great movement, great evasion. Comes from Fuudo. No, not quite there on the whiff punish. Close.
Yeah, it didn't have the meter to go into the EX, so.
Oh, you can count on one hand how many jumps there have been, forward jumps, by both parties. 2?
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yes.
They both know the other has good anti-air, so this is an entirely grounded matchup.
Oh, great whip punish there with a stand fierce. Oh, I love to use that stand medium kick as well.
Neutral jump, trying to get something.
Okay.
Okay, all right. But from a range where Fuudo couldn't really do much about it.
Okay.
So good. That whip punish.
Itabashi does have V-trigger, so I think Fuudo is respecting that. Doesn't want to throw out too many buttons.
Fuudo hoping for an anti-air there. Didn't come. No jump.
Yeah, I like the use of the V-reverse. Keep him in the corner. Okay, he's just going to activate early. Okay, here he comes.
He had seen so much blocking. That's how you solve it. Yes, the grab. The grab.
Okay, what does he have? Is he going to keep going?
And the blocking from Fuudo was absolutely correct. One more.
Now Fuudo.
He got it. Is that in time? Oh, boy, that's huge. 9 seconds. I don't think that's going to kill, but that's not the most important.
Oh,
he went in?
I am shocked. Yeah.
I can't even believe it.
I was
expecting
him to dash back, make some space, and let the timer run. Not too much Zangief could do, but...
I guess thinking more in that situation, there may not have been much Geef could have done either. Even if he had done EX SPD and goes up into the air, that round probably would have ended first. So I don't know.
What a read, though, from Fuudo to know that Itabashi wouldn't press anything.
Many more neutral jumps now coming from Itazan. He's hoping to see Fuudo overextend, and that just has not happened.
Yeah, I think he's trying to establish a little bit more of a jump game because we've seen so few earlier in the match. So maybe Fuudo will be a little less ready for it, but right now Fuudo with a little bit of corner pressure, checking with that stand, crouching short.
And he's really managed to back Itazan up. It's not easy to do that. Wow, excellent whip punish there for Itazan. We've seen a bunch from Fuudo, and the thing about Fuudo's game is that he hasn't given many whip punishes opportunities.
Yes, no,
to
exactly.
Itazan.
Oh, great stuff there. He's going to punish with a super. That's going to be a healthy lead here for Itazan. I wonder if he's going to kind of stay back and play a little bit more of the neutral, try and check the jabs.
Yeah, he's the wall now.
Yeah.
And plenty of time on the clock, certainly, for Fuudo. Oh, walked into that sweep.
Yeah, like the use of the Viewerverse
Look at
again,
that.
just to avoid Nadeshko, and he gets the SPD. We saw that last round, too.
Look at that. And then the down jabs. When you can't afford a single down jab and you need to get in on Geef, it's basically a KO situation.
We are here on match point. What an amazing set right now. This is like pure footsies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I love the matchup. As somebody who plays Geef, I think it's a very interesting matchup because you have to play grounded, you have to play patiently, and then you get the tricky stuff if you ever get a knockdown.
Okay. A little bit more aggression from both players in the beginning there.
Yeah.
Oh, just armored through everything. Uses the target combo.
That was a big loss of life for Itazan.
It was.
Oh, wow. Individual hit. He's the wall.
Great whip punishes have been so on point. First the crouch jab, then the stand fierce.
Okay, so now it's on Itazan. If he can make 3 good guesses.
Oh my goodness.
All right, now what's the second?
Okay,
no, it didn't come.
Itazan still has pressure. He's got V-trigger, so you can tell Fuudo afraid to press buttons right now. He jumps
waited.
out.
That was so gorgeous from Fuudo. He just waited for the forward knee. As soon as it came, he knew it was coming, and he jumped out. And this is going to be very tough now for Itazan without the resources. And Fuudo just needs 1 down short, maybe 2 now that some life's back.
Yeah, Itazan's going to need something big here. There's 1 crouch short. Only about 2 or 3 more, and that'll close out the round.
Oh, yeah, very close.
Okay.
Now he gets the punish. Not exactly whiff. He just guessed right on the timing.
Right now, Fuudo backing out and the crouching medium kick.
Look at the expression on both players' faces. It's a grind. It's a grind.
It's a grind.
Look, that really is, I think, one of the more interesting matchups for me. Is that because it's a very footsie, grounded-based matchup. Both characters definitely have tools against each other in that neutral game. They both have, like I said, anti-airs. They both have footsie